Hey everyone, I'm Lisa Baudouin. Welcome to Lisa's Chat Room. Today in this video, I'm going to share with you what I'm doing to try to lose some weight. Yes, I have gained a lot of weight in the past 5 years. Some of it is due to some extreme stress around me. Some of it is due to eating habits. Some of it is due to not exercising enough. And we've had the COVID hit, and this is post-COVID, and it's been very difficult to get up and going, but there's been so many things going on in my life that has kind of made me stall with my own self-awareness and self-health management. So in this video and videos to come, I'm going to be sharing with you the tips and tricks I'm going to use to lose weight. So about a year ago, I was actually having a conversation with one of my girlfriends, and I was trying to lose weight then too. And I said, I'm usually pretty good at this because I had gained a lot of weight when I quit smoking in 2004. I was much heavier than I am now, and I just stuck it out, and then eventually I lost all that weight. But it took time, it took energy, and lately I haven't had that energy. I've been using it elsewhere. Now I'm concentrating again on myself. But my point with what our conversation was I was out there looking on the internet to find some self-help, from other people. And there's a lot of resources out there for losing weight, yes, of course. But most of the time, you'll come across a video that says, how I lost such and such amount of weight. And then you'll watch them and they'll tell you and give you tips and tricks. For me, I want to do this differently. I want you and I to lose the weight together so that we are working this off together and we do it step by step by step. So for me, I'm going to be honest, I need to lose 30 pounds. But I want to get this video out there because I do things that I think, I should share this right now. So that's what I'm doing today. Right now, I'm making my protein smoothie. I do a protein smoothie 3 times a week for the vegetable kind. And then I might even do a sweeter protein smoothie twice a week, just as a treat and to get in different other types of nutrients into my body. Now, within this playlist, I'm going to share with you everything I know. I'm going to be sharing with you my playbook, my understanding of anatomy. I have a database that tracks that anatomy, and I'm going to show you how to set this up in Google Sheets or Microsoft Excel or any kind of spreadsheet application. But you're going to need a binder, right? But the thing I have to mention here is I'm not an expert in anything, so anything I share with you, if you try it, use it, or buy it, you do so at your own risk and peril. Also, too, I'm not affiliated or endorsed by any of the companies or products that I talk about. And then finally, if you get something from this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and share with friends and family. All right, so moving forward, right now what I'm doing is I'm making and setting up my protein smoothie. Now, I always use a base vegetable, and for me, to be quite honest, I don't like salads. I get sick of them. I get sick of making them every stinking day. It drives me insane. So what I came up with is making ice cubes out of lettuce, spinach, kale, whatever. And so the first ingredient in my, it's over here, the first ingredient in my smoothie are these ice cubes. Now these ice cubes are actually made out of spinach and water, and I will be presenting a video showing you exactly the ratio, how to make these. And I'm going to be using my digital scale. So I'll show you that. But right now I'm just showing you, I've got these ice cubes, and this is really nice to have the ice cubes for anything really, because when you think of the amount of money you spend on produce, my gosh, I go through so much. And the thing is if I don't eat the lettuce, it goes bad. If I don't eat the bananas, they go bad. If I don't eat the apples, they go bad. So you can do this ice cube method with every single fruit or vegetable that you can think of. All you have to do is mix it with water and freeze it. Now, will the content of the nutrients be just as much as the contents when you're eating it whole and fresh? Probably not. It's broken down a little bit because it's an ice cube. However, it's been frozen. And then also too, the other side of this is money. So for me, I can't do this every single day, and actually I don't need to. I want to keep the maintenance going. So a lot of people will talk about detox programs, do it 3 times a year. No, I do it 3 times a week. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do the veggie. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I usually do the sweet one, and maybe Sunday I'll do the sweet one as well. But anyway, point is, getting back to these, you can ice cube anything. Just mix it in your blender with a bit of water and then put it in ice cubes. I want to get glass trays. to store these. I just haven't had the time or money yet to do that, but that's what I want to do. And then, so what I'll do is I will take and I will use at least 2 of those cubes, usually about 2, because the other part is money. I don't have a constant amount of money to buy all this stuff. So I have to use it sparingly. And really, most often when you're looking at nutrition, the assessments are done by what they call RDIs, recommended daily intake or allowance. And the thing is my intake is different than other people. Because of my mental conditions and the depression and whatnot, I have to have a higher amount of certain things. But other things, it seems like I'm okay. So these videos, I'm going to share with you exactly all the nutrients. We're going to go through every single one of them, what they do, the structure, the function, how they work in your body, what happens if you take too much, what happens if you take too little, that type of thing. So we will be going through that. But I just want to get through this and just kind of introduce you to these ideas. So the thing is for me, I'm trying to find my sweet spot, not some RDI. I don't base my nutrition values on other people. I need more vitamin D than most people. I need more protein than most people. I suffer from depression, and I can tell you, I have suggested to other people, take a protein powder 3 times a week, and you are going to see that your moods are going to elevate. So this is just about mental health too, because what is nutrition? Nutrition is your platform, and there's different levels of that platform. You got to start with the probiotics and work your way up. The proteins come next, and then your minerals, and then your vitamins, and then all the other stuff, flavonoids and things like that. And we'll talk about them when I'm sitting at my computer so I have the good reference. But point is that I personally feel that you have to figure it out for you. So the first thing you need to do after you watch this video is get a binder, okay? They're not that expensive. Get some loose leaf paper. I would get the reinforced 3-hole punch loose leaf paper. It's gonna work better. And even that printing paper, because you're gonna be going back and forth in this binder. And so this subject is about nutrition. And so make a little tab and put nutrition in there. And what we're gonna talk about is just a general ideas and what I do here. So for me, I've got the ice cubes, but also too, I've got my K and D, and I always take K with D. You need the K to help activate the D. Here's my vitamin C. And what I do with the vitamin C is I crush the tablets. I take what I feel I need. I'm not going to take what someone else feels I need. I do the same thing with the quercetin. I have that in a jar over here. So this is my quercetin, and I just take it out of the capsule. No biggie. If you don't have these jars, I mean, I save these all the time and I keep them downstairs, but if you don't have these, use some baby food jars. No big deal. Use glass if you can. Definitely you want to use as much glass as possible. We're trying to get rid of and away from those plastics, and we will be talking about plastics in this playlist as well. But just getting here, what I did was I took the quercetin out of the capsules. I take and I crush the vitamin C, and I use the supplement amount that I think I need, not that someone else thinks. And then I test myself and I say, how do I feel? Am I feeling good? That's really important. How you feel is your barometer to your nutrition. And if you feel irritated, if you're having headaches, if you're having any kind of joint pain, a lot of it's got to do with nutritional value, and also to toxins in the body and parasites in the body and yeast in the body and all these different things, imbalance of probiotics. And again, we'll get to that, but this actually is going to help with that, because this is your platform. So with the spinach, this is spinach here, this is really going to help me to get a lot of nutrient from that spinach. And I take this and I drink this smoothie. There is a much bigger reduction in weight for me than if I don't. So I usually do this 3 times a week, and then I just try to really watch my diet in between those days. As long as I keep doing this 3 times a week, I am steadily losing the weight. But I notice that the morning I wake up after I've had this smoothie, I've dropped a lot more weight. So point is that's part of it. And then the other part is making sure this is the balancing act of the bottom of the platform of your nutrition. So I've got my spinach cubes in there, and what I usually do is I mix them with water and I let them sit for a little bit. So then what I do is I usually add my K and D, and I will take it out of the capsule, and I will take 1 whole one of those, and then I add, with these tiny little spoons, I add different things, and I will put a description in the link below where I got these little spoons. And I'm just going to take this. This is great to remove worms, so I'm just going to mix that in. That's going to be plenty. And then I will take 1 scoop of this, and then I will take 1 scoop of my quercetin. Usually when I'm having chemical sensitivity, I take vitamin C and quercetin. And what quercetin does is it basically blocks your histamine from coming out, your little arrows that cause your reactions. It really does work, and it does help me with my chemical sensitivity. So that's why I'm taking this on, so people can watch this in the chemical awareness playlist as well. So the vitamin C and the quercetin, that's the only thing I have found that actually helps me. For me, I don't have what you would call an allergy. I have a sensitivity. And I'll get into that more in that playlist as time goes on. But it sort of reacts the same exact way. I will tell you this is my hint. It's all the nose. It's all about the nose when it comes to these allergies and sensitivities, at least for me. So anyway, point is the vitamin C and the quercetin. Then I will use minced garlic. Now, minced garlic is part of the detox program. So is the cayenne pepper. I will put in apple cider, and this apple cider in concentrated form that I have taken and put into the baby food jar. All right, so I'll use that. I hardly ever use liquid form. And the reason is I started doing it and I noticed my teeth were getting kind of clear. And it's because of the acids in that. So I usually use the powder form of the apple cider vinegar. The other things I will use is definitely my plant-based protein supplementation. Now, I was using Orgain, and actually I contacted them and asked them about the protein profile. We'll talk about proteins in another video. I'm going to break it down for you and then build it back so you can see how it works. I use the plant-based protein because animal protein has cholesterol, and this has very little, if any. And so that's why I use this one. I think it's just more organic, more whole, better for me. Organic greens, I do use this once in a while. You have to be very careful when you're using supplementation like this. Make sure you turn the ingredient list around and make sure it doesn't say anything like this may contain lead. Forget it. You don't want it. Don't buy it. There are different types of fibers and whatnot that will say that, and you just don't even think about it. Well, now you're taking in a substance that your body has to try to work to get out, so don't do it. Okay, so moving on, I also have organic fiber. This is what I take. This is completely organic, completely clean. This is your psyllium husk fiber. I can tell you when I take this, I don't take a whole lot of it. I take half a teaspoon in my protein drink, but my nails grow. My nails grow when I'm constantly doing this, by the way. That's another thing. My impulse to bite my nails goes away. Okay, it's an indicator for better health, better behavior response too. I'm more calmer, more energetic, but calm, and more, my thinking is better, elevated. So make sure you get the organic fiber. I will put a link in the description below where I get this. The other thing is the Floragen, the supplementation of probiotics. You definitely need to have probiotics in your body. A lot of your amino acids are mixing with these probiotics to create different kinds of neurotransmission, like your serotonin. I will cover that too in videos to come. So the thing is you've got to get your probiotics. So you could use that, or if you like organic sauerkraut, I'll eat that too. And I'll actually use the organic sauerkraut on my salad as the salad dressing, which, like, again, I just don't like to eat salad. So it's kind of hard. I waste a lot of food that way. It's much better for me to do it this way. Final thing is when you do the sweet one, I usually use something like this. It's a yogurt that has a probiotic in it. And I also have the grandkids eat this too now. Is it completely safe and healthy? I think so. When I'm eating yogurt, I usually tend to eat straight yogurt with my own fruit because oftentimes they're mixing stuff with it. So, just be careful. This is organic. As far as I know, it's safe, it's okay, and I don't think it has a lot of junk in it. Then the final thing is things like you can use ginger, you can use cinnamon in those. I also use pumpkin spice sometimes in my sweet ones. Another thing I'll do is I'll take tangerine or orange and I'll make cubes. Buy a big thing of oranges and it's like, oh, am I going to eat them all? Just mix them in a blender and put them in ice cube trays, and it works perfect. And so then you can use that, and you can use a little bit of ginger. It's so good. It tastes so yummy. So this is what I use, and I just wanted to get through it. I know this is a little bit longer of a video, but this is about health management now, and I hope that you get something from it. If you do, like it, subscribe, share with friends and family, and also drop a comment below. Do you think the ice cubes are a great idea? I certainly do, and I share this with a lot of people on my Facebook page too. It's like, this is just so nice to minimize that wasted food. The other thing is carrots and beets, but I usually do a carrot and beet smoothie together, and I use my beets from my indoor garden, and so we'll talk about that in another video. But anyway, I wanted to drop that in here before I leave. So that's it for this video. Again, I will be making more videos to come. I'm really excited about it. And so until then, please make sure you stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you again next time here in Lisa's chat room.